Look at this fucking tip, brother.
It's a disappointment.
I did it on purpose. Oh, worth every bit of 30 bucks, dude. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ryan Kruesi, and this is Kruesi Originals. Today, we're gonna do something special. We're gonna do something very challenging. We're gonna do something I don't know if I can pull off, but I'm gonna give it a try. Actually, I know I can pull it off. I just don't know how long it's gonna take me. Right behind us, we have the House of Harley 21 Harley Davidson Road Glide that I have been doing a little bit of drifting with, and I've clutched some wheelies, and I tore the back fender up pretty good because it's way too short. Matt! Bring me that stock back fender. But the back fender where that tail light is and stuff, I can clutch this thing up and then I bring it right to that because it's only like this deep. You need to be this deep. It's like this deep. Clutch it, hit it to the fender, and I just hammer the gas and drag it down the road. And I chewed all the way through to the fender, which still wasn't enough wheelie. But today, we've got this FXR division rear fender right here. These bolt onto the late model. What year do these bolt onto, Trent? Later. I'm talking about the FXR division fender.
Oh. 14 and later.
14 and up. 14 and later. FXR division rear fender. They bolt right up. 14 and later. Takes all the Dyna style stuff like that. But I'm gonna try and run one of our subframes and get that set up so we can run a tie plate and all that stuff back here. I don't need those. I need the stock rear fender. Pretty sure I said fender. I did, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind, but then I remember Matt don't listen. Matt, he's a new guy. He's a good character, though. Yeah, that looks a lot more like a fender. You throw the pipes up there. Here we go. I want to show him this. Get your fucking hand out of the way. Get your fucking hand out of the way. So, yeah, this used to be a taillight right here. We just ground through it and then just did a bunch of scraping. But as you can see, that's about where she would sit on the bike, right? It's really low. Get this mocked up, try and build the bag rails. I'm gonna build our bag rails for our saddlebags, which passed me one of them, Trenton. Our saddlebags we have for 08 and earlier already. It's our bag rails, our bags. It moves everything 4 inches farther forward so you don't scrape nothing. But here's our bags, and I gotta build the rails is basically what's going on today. It's gonna go all the way down to here. Everything will be hidden. I'm also gonna make it so these rails can work with stock bags. You'll have to cut your bags and do all that shit and move the channel, but it's all doable. We'll do a video down the road. We're going to do it to Matt's bike with his stock bags, and we'll show you how to do all that stuff too. And that'll be a much cheaper version of being able to do this because these bags are pretty expensive. They're like 800 bucks or something like that just for the bags. It's like 800 or 900 bucks just for the bags, I think. These bags look way cooler. But if you can't afford to do this, but you still want to move them forward and get the clearance back here, because everybody that cuts their bags, your bag rails still stick out too far to do a real wheelie. You got to move all that shit forward. So we're going to sell our bag rails, which are 4 inches further forward, and you'll be able to use them on the stock shit. But for this bike, I ain't getting no stock shit. I get that dope shit on here. This thing's going to be dope, dude. It slides. I know I can wheelie it. I think I'm going to be one of the first dudes stunt riding a 21 Road Glide that I know of. If I'm not, let me know. Tell me about somebody downstairs in the comments. I'd like to know who they are and check it out and see what they're doing. It would be dope. Now I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back and we're going to have everything set up ready to go. And I'm going to start making things. I like to call it magic. Some people call it wizardry. Some call it science. I call it Kruesi Originals. So look how far in this rail is already. The stock rails, tires here, stock rails are about 1 inch behind the tire, this much. We're shortening things up a lot. And it's adjustable so you can set the bag where you want. Now I just gotta build the bracket from here to here. And then I'm gonna use the stock rails to go over this and probably just cut the back off and just like, you can trim and clean that shit up yourself. But after that, I'll have Numbnuts clean up the back side of it. He's real good at polishing, make it look like it's chrome. Then we'll start cutting some things. Matt! I need a flat jack, please. And some 2x4s. Matt, what are you doing? There's one. It's time to start cutting. Pretty much where I'm at right now. I just got the first one kind of cut up and mocked up. I got to shape this a little bit to follow the lines back here, and then I got to put two bends in it. It's going to jog out and down to meet up with this guy, and then I'm going to fit whatever the hell it's called, the frame rail over the top of it, and figure out how I got to cut that out. That should be pretty simple. I think I've got some points that will actually match up that we can just cut it on a bandsaw. Right now I'm going to cut the other one out for the other side and just have them ready to go like this, and then I'm gonna start doing bends and shit so everything can match up to the exact on each side. And hell yeah, right now I'm just gonna sit in front of a saw and spend about an hour cutting out material.
It's like a child's shoe, dude.
So what I'm doing here is I cut a little trench in this and a trench in here because I need to fold it this way. This is real thick material. My little press brake won't do shit with this. So I'm gonna cut this, fold it to where I want it to go. This way I can put it in the vise and just kind of tap it over and it'll hinge where I want it to. It's just a bit of a relief. And then I'll get it all set where I want to, and then I'll run a bead across both these and she'll be solid. Good enough for the dudes to, you know, figure out what they need to do to manufacture them. Couple more bends. Man, I just pinched the shit out of my finger with my ring on here. Wedding ring. Don't really wear them ever. I know why you don't wear them as a mechanic now. Alright, it's time to throw some bolts in it and see what's what here. God damn it. I gotta take it off again. I forgot to finish this corner. Grab one of them bags down there. What the f do I do with these guys? I need some fucking factory ones.
Put the cover on? Because I think those.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna fucking cover that bitch. Oh my god, that makes life even easier.
The back of it sticks fine.
It's gonna be hard to cut. Aluminum's not the easiest shit to cut. It loads up everything. You can't just like hit it with a cutoff wheel because it just fills up with aluminum. Doesn't really cut. Bandsaw is really ideal, but I need to cut this out with a bandsaw.
I got some cutting wheels for it.
Yeah, it needs to have something with some
Teeth on it.
Some bitery, some skull bitery. One more to go. It's about closing time, so I think we're gonna clean up and call it a day and come back tomorrow and I'll finish this shit up. And you'll get to see what she looks like when it's all kind of mocked up and together. It's gonna be exciting. And then I'm gonna have to build a scrape plate for my fender because our Dyna subframe's not gonna work. This shit is too wide. On an earlier bagger, it would probably work, but not on this one. And it would be really deep. I really don't want to go that deep and that hard. I want just a nice 12 o'clock scraper. I'm like a scrape, drift kind of guy, you know? That was a good day. See you guys tomorrow. Sup, Ryan Kruesi. Back again. It's the next day. I'm pretty much wearing the same shit I was yesterday. Undershirt's different, same pants. I don't give a fuck. I wear them all week. I got one more side to go. Actually, I got this side mocked up. I gotta finish weld it. And then this side's going in. And we're gonna have some bag rails. What'll be the word? Enlighten the world today. Change the world today. I hurt myself with a lot on Sunday and can't really move my hand. So there won't be any test riding at the end of this video until probably next week. We'll get pictures. You guys can get some looky-loo things. You know, I'll pretend. I'll sit on it and pretend like I'm fucking doing wheelies for 30 minutes. I'll run the fucking tank out of gas. Yeah, dude, this could be some new shit. You guys seen this this clearance back here? Jesus Murphy. So, no matter how much you cut your saddlebags, you can cut your saddlebags all the way off right here with a Sawzall. You still have this shit sticking out. And no matter, I don't give a shit who you are, you're gonna grind that if you're gonna ride any kind of wheelie at all. Any kind of real wheelie. So, that's the problem. It's always been my problem with like people like, hey man, you cut my saddlebags for me? I'm like, no, I won't do that because it's not right. Because I can cut your saddlebags, but you still got this bullshit sticking out back there. And it's just really not the right way to do it. A lot of guys are shortening these and doing some kind of hack shit with this too, I've seen, but this is much more legit. Move the bag forward, moves the angle, the trough, that has to be moved forward. So we have our own saddlebags that sit up here, you guys already saw that. But this kit, I'm gonna sell this kit on its own so you can cut your saddlebags to deep, and then you just take the channel, cut it out, move it forward. You're gonna do a bunch of plastic welding, rivet, glue gun, whatever hack shit to cut your saddlebags anyways. So you can just hack this and move it there, and then you'll have a mountain of clearance. I'm not hitting a goddamn thing. Look at this tire back here. There's like 6 to 8 inches, size of a small dick. You do have to cut this stock shit off. There's a little bit of fab work you have to do yourself when you install this, but really if you're building this type of motorcycle, you should be able to do this yourself, or take it to someone that can do it, a professional, make it look nice. Start cutting and hacking. Yeah, perfectly straight in that way too. Got that trick from Sean and Barsky, old street bike Sean. Nailed it in the first try. Oh, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable there, actually. I'm gonna put a fender on. 5/16 Allen key. in that trailer somewhere, that muffler tip's gonna disappear.
It's obnoxious, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Are you gonna put that on your truck?
Yeah.
Need some fucking frosted tips, spiky blonde hair, and some fucking Disturbed just cranking out the windows when you ride down the road. Fuck yeah, hardcore. Maybe a dog collar.
Dog collar.
Never trust a man with a dog collar for a necklace. Ain't that right, Jake? Wasted $30.
No, that was. Oh, your rant was worth every bit of it.
Let's go put that thing on real quick and see what it looks like so
Yeah,
the world
see?
can understand what
See,
I'm talking about. Yeah, come on. You.
Well, I need to cut the fucking pipe back.
Where are you from? Oh, Nogales, that's right.
Part of my heritage, dog.
That's a Nogales muffler if I ever seen one. This is a real good looking tow rig right here. Set kind of lowered a little bit on some street tires. Real nice and cleanly done. And then he's gonna put this fucking dildo on the side of it.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Well,
go take it.
I need to cut. I'm gonna cut this thing back.
Go
So
get
it's
a
like,
Oh, why do that, man? Let it put it out where everybody can see it hang, man. Yeah, I don't cut my dick back. I let her hang all the way down.
Go get the saw right now, man.
No, you don't need the saw. I got a muffler cutter.
oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh, I say just let her run, dude, just like that. That's what's fucking
Hang the fuck out
badass.
like that? Fucking hitting cars and shit.
Nothing says cool like an obnoxious fucking. That's a Yakima apple right there.
You ever wanted to know what a
Trent-
Yakima apple was?
Trent's exhaust size. It's fucking short and skinny with a head like a Yakima apple.
Look at this. Oh my god, it came off.
Quality installs.
Quality fucking install.
It's just like the fucking turnout.
You know, sometimes people are just disappointed in their kids.
It's really stuck on you, dude.
See what I mean?
Dude, what's going on over here, man? Take it
He's
off.
over there jerking somebody's dick right now.
This thing's fucking stuck on here now. Well, now it ain't coming
Well,
off.
you know, if you ever just really want to come home and tell your dad that you're gay, but you're
Buy a
nervous
$30
about
Amazon muffler
you're nervous
tip.
about doing it. You know, like, man, I don't really want to tell him. I don't know how he's gonna take it. All you do is come home and go, "Hey, Dad, look what I bought," and he's gonna go, "F***." Well, I still love you, son.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I like how obnoxious it is.
Turn through the old bandsaw, man.
Is it? It's not even stainless, is it?
This is.
Flip it around. See the inside. $30, man. I can't believe somebody wasted all that stainless material. He's got stock exhaust too, by the way.
It's got a muffler delete, dog.
Yeah. Roll my motherfucking strap on the side of me. Don't f the East Bay G. Peace to my motherfucking nine. Oh, look at all the shit inside this guy. You know what I'm gonna do with all this stuff down here? Cut it the fuck off and throw it in the trash. Cut it the fuck off. That's my antenna for my radio. God, now you know what the fuck I'm talking about? Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, now that we're back over here, I'm gonna take a walk around. The bike looks really good. Like all that other stuff that I just went over it easily makes the math a lot easier for setting everything up like that, as long as you go with that 2 and 4 method that I just explained. It's my favorite joke, man. It really is. That fucker, we just took that one on a long ride right there. Sorry, folks. He reads lips. If you can read my lips in that video, comment down below if you guys think you know what I was saying. He reads lips. He's deaf. No fucking shit. I'm talking to him. Anyways, recap, I guess, huh? Bags are on, bag rails are made, fenders on, all that shit is mounted. We are going to be selling these bag rails. The next step in this little process right here is I'm going to take the bike down to the fucking manufacturing shop. We're going to laser this whole thing in, and we'll laser my work. Then we can correct any little thing if I'm off of thousandths here, or fucking quarter here, or whatever the fuck. That'll make that shit perfect. It'll be in CAD. And then we can have all these pieces just CNC made, and it'll be all precise. Super precise. And then we'll be producing this shit. Saddlebags, we've already got these lined up. We just got to make more of them. We have been making them because we only had early model bag rails, and most guys with early models can't afford to put saddlebags on their bikes, so they weren't really buying them. So we got we're gonna sell those rails separately, so you can cut your bags and fit them to them and all that shit. We'll do a video with an early model, which we're gonna do that on Willis's bike right there. So all that shit will go down on the old Purple Commando, Purple Rain, and stay posted. These are gonna be for sale. Kruesi Originals dime bags. Really the dopest shit on the market, because I think when I say performance bagger, you should be able to scrape the motherfucker. You heard? You should be able to slide that motherfucker. You heard? You should be able to road race that motherfucker. You heard? I don't road race shit, but I'll smoke you on a canyon up in the streets. That's a performance bagger to me. Not a bunch of shit from Instagram bolted onto it and it really high in the air. It's what you do with it. You could have stock fucking everything on this thing. If you're shredding the shit out of it, you're on a performance bagger in my book. Because you are performing with that motherfucker, not just riding along on some shit that's got $20,000 in suspension. This does almost, but I'm shredding on it. I'm gonna ride it a bit and clutch some wheelies, probably with no bags, and I want to kind of see if I can scrape this, or if I even can wheelie this thing that good or get that deep before I cut this fender up and build a scrape plate. Our frame, our shit's not going to work. It's too narrow. This is wider than a late model dyno, which is pretty astronomical because those f***ers are wide already. Like our license plate bracket's a little bit too, this is a little too wide. It's too flat for our radius, so I'm going to have to flatten this thing out a bit somehow. More so than I did. I need a tail light. I'm going to run a stock tail light. That'll be a good scrape gauge for me right there. I can just kind of ease back to something. We're also making our own floorboards for these that are going to be up and back with the controls and everything. That's not going to be coming for a while. If they don't come out soon, I'm going to build mid controls on this son of a bitch because I want mids. I really like drifting with the floorboards. They're a nice depth gauge. Like keep your feet up drifts. You can just kind of scrape your foot off with the floorboard. That's fun, but riding wheelies, I don't like my foot being way out here. I want to be able to have my feet underneath me, locked and loaded. And it's a 21 Road Glide. I bought this bike brand new from House of Harley, and I'm going to beat the fucking dick off of this thing. I'm going to beat it up. I'm going to treat it like a $5,000 stunt piece that I'm at the lot not caring about. I'm going to treat it like my silver dyna. I'm going to see how it takes it. I've already wrecked it 4 times probably, dumped it in some drifts, high-sided it twice. That Santora Fabworks cage is phenomenal. It saved everything on this bike. Nothing's got scratched, not even once. I've had to change a few Delrins so far, but that's about it. I'm happy with that. Moving forward, I gotta pee. To the end, my friends. Remember, stay posted, because Kruesi Originals is about to be putting out the baddest motherfucking saddlebags that ever hit the streets, you heard? Kruesi Originals on Instagram, KruesiOriginals.com, Kruesi Originals on Facebook. My bags are so hard, I'm off your mom now. Holler at me. What?
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it.